Most people living full-time in their camper van make the exact same mistakes with their bed setup. They spend months focusing on complicated wiring systems or beautiful oak woodwork, but then they go and squeeze an awkward, cheap foam pad into the back and wonder why they wake up with a ruined lower back every single morning. Now, I refuse to settle for that. Now, I've gone and brought a premium dual layer residential memory foam mattress for my Vivaro. But to make it actually work for how I live, I have to do something terrifying. Cut this brand new mattress into chunks. Now, if you ever try to slice through the thick memory foam with a standard utility knife, you already know it tears the edges apart and leaves it looking like a dog's chewed on it. One wrong line and I've just binned a brand new mattress before I've even got to sleep on it. The trick isn't a fancy electric tool. It's just using a sharp handsaw with smooth, long strokes. You just gotta let the blade do the work without ripping the foam density. So with these sections nearly cut, they drop perfectly onto the frame, clearing the wheel wells and giving me massive headroom underneath the cabinets. But cutting the raw foam is actually the easy part. The real nightmare is the fabric cover. Now, memory foam needs protection from the damp, high humidity camper van's environment. When you chop a mattress into pieces, the original zipped cover becomes completely useless. If I don't slice and wrap the fabric skin exactly right, condensation from the steel floor will ruin this foam in about 3 months. So by carefully measuring out the overlap on the original casing, I can wrap the individual blocks securely without buying expensive upholstery equipment. But tailoring this fabric opens up a massive layout challenge. A fixed bed eats up half of your living area, which is why I'm attempting to make these pieces completely modular for a day lounge setup. But there's a problem. If the seams aren't snug, the cushions are going to slide apart the second you roll over, leaving you falling straight through the gaps. But getting a layout this precise is what makes a tiny mobile home actually livable full time. And honestly, figuring out these exact technical dimensions and structural tricks is the hardest part of any self build, which is precisely why I have spent the last few weeks putting together everything I know into one place. The Peugeot Boxer Structural Blueprint is officially live and ready for you guys to download. I've packed this guide with the exact technical layouts, material lists and weight bearing structures I use in all my own commercial builds. So to celebrate the launch, I'm going to be knocking off 50% for the next few days, meaning you can grab the full guide right now for just $19.99. The link will be right at the top of the description blocks below. So go and grab a copy. Have a good old read through it all, because there's 29 pages of pure gold in there. And let's get back to getting this mattress locked down. Now that the modular cushions are fully skinned, it's time to see if the geometry actually works. Because I cut these angles to tightly wedge against the structural plywood frame, side friction should theoretically keep the pieces locked solid without needing any Velcro or straps. So once the protective plush cover is laid down, you can't even feel separations. There's zero gap movement at the seams, and I'm going to get a full support of a proper domestic bed without sacrificing an inch of daytime floor space. So spending the time to customize your layout is the single best investment you can make in your van lifestyle. Drop a comment below for me and let me know if you're running a fixed bed or a modular setup in your current build. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see the next stage of the Peugeot Boxer conversion, and watch this video next to see how we handle the structural installation behind these panels.